Hey, how's it going, everybody? We are here again for some Street Fighter 6 pulls over at Sandia Showdown 2025. I'm Lee, rocking it down with good old G-Rock. What's good, my guy?
It's
What's
doing good. I'm doing great. This is the game I came here to play, the game I came here to talk about. I'm excited. I'm being gifted with a Guile on my first stream match.
Oh,
my own
okay.
character.
Nice.
It's good looks. I played Rhythm Heaven a few times. We're going to see him versus a player I just played some friendlies with from Colorado.
Okay.
We're starting right off the bat with some New Mexico, Colorado action.
Nice. The classic. If you guys know anything about out here in New Mexico, Colorado, friendly rivalry. It gets pretty funny. So we'll see how this match goes.
It's true. Everybody. They like being loud and they like getting at each other's throats.
Exactly. All right, you guys are good to go.
We're ready to go, gang. All right.
Alrighty. Oh, is this a
They've
lane
already
as
hit
well?
their button checks. They're already locked in. It's going to be the newest character, Elena. Now, this character's been out not very long, a little bit. People are starting to figure out what she does.
Yeah.
She kind of revolves around this dance special move that she has a bunch of different enders and options mixing up out of it.
Yeah.
Similar to some other characters like Kimberly in this game. Already we're seeing a lot of offense started in the corner. This is what you can't have as Guile. You really need to hold your screen spacing against this character. Up, big jump in. Those are the things you want to look for. Will they get over the booms?
Gonna go for some more pressure here off the drive rush. Ooh, EX Sonic Boom gonna get you out of the corner.
Good defense from Rhythm Heaven. Blocked the overhead there to get that started too. Oh, that was a really confident combo.
Yeah, unfortunately, it is gonna cost them the round, but not too bad. Sort of the consistent signs of life, fighting their way out of the corner there. So
exactly. No, as a Gaia player, you should be feeling like that round was totally winnable.
Yeah, exactly.
As soon as you escaped the corner.
Okay, goes low this time. Gonna push them right back into the corner.
Into overhead.
Oh,
here's the overhead on the thing. I think that isn't quite plus, but they still mashed.
Yeah. Okay.
Found the opening.
Okay, good check here. Low drive. Yeah,
now it's actually going to be the burnout. This is a great position to be in for Kyle.
Quick super. Oh my goodness.
Ready with the neutral skip. Not going to be respecting Guile fireballs.
Okay, this is scary though. Guile versus burnout. I mean, that is a really terrifying combo sometimes.
It's true.
You do have
Not
one hit.
finding the anti-airs. 3 jumps in a row. I think they were spacing it for that kind of cross-up action the whole time. So
yeah.
Tricky position. You got to use crouching heavy punches there as Guile, but then it trades and you can take the hit. You have a pixel. It's tricky.
Alrighty,
All right, once again, tough neutral start. We got to be seeing Rhythm having calm down maybe a little bit in these neutral positions at round start. Kind of getting knocked back into the corner early on. And not finding a lot of mileage from his fireball in this set so far. Got the meaty overhead set up. This is going to be a lot of damage, level 1.
Going to catch out for the round. And they are
all right, really overwhelming. This is already match point for Parker Zazin. Can Rhythm Heaven make any quick adjustments?
Oh, that whip is going to be immediately punish countered. Huge neutral conversion here on the side of Parker Zazin. Okay. Going back to this right corner, I mean, I feel like we spent most of this set so far on this right side of the stage.
It's true. Rhythm Heaven having a really hard time fighting for screen control in this matchup, it looks like. Not finding a lot of mileage with their fireball, not landing the anti-airs. And another misconfirm with the flash kick is going to be the game. It's a tough way to lose. That's what happens when you play Guile. Sometimes, a couple stopped approaches are the difference between getting mauled and keeping them out for another 50 seconds. It's tricky.
Exactly. We're going to see who we're having up on stream next. Parker Zazin taking that one, 2-0. I'm not sure who the names are. I don't know if this is Jam Stereo versus the winner of Jack Atlas or not. Okay, no, it's going to be Freestyle and Atheo. I'm not sure. Do you know
what
it
goes to Atheo. Atheo, I've been seeing. They were pretty active in the Rivals and Ultimate brackets.
Okay.
So they're definitely a platform fighter player. We got a lot of those here at the tournament today, naturally.
All right. Do you know which one is player 1 and which one's looking to be player 2 side?
Not sure yet.
Okay. So we're just gonna go ahead and get these matches set up here. So you said that they're here for platform fighters, you were saying as well, or they were just?
I saw them in the platform fighter bracket. I won't claim that they're here for one or the other.
Okay.
But I definitely saw them playing Rivals. I saw them on stream for Rivals doubles.
Okay. You know, I was actually playing some. I was playing some Smash money matches earlier. What is it called? The Ultimate. Hey, I mean, I lost $5, but you know, I have the I don't play this game OS. I got $60 to try money matches to float. So you know, it's like
that's what it's there for. You know.
Definitely. So yeah, I'm not sure who's on which side. I'm just gonna ask them right quick.
I think we got freestyle on player 2 side.
Freestyle on what side?
On player 2 side, freestyle goes.
Okay. Freestyle is player 2 side. So we're gonna swap this over. That being said, I think we're already good to go as soon as the players are ready to go. Is this a Zangief I'm seeing, or is this are these lies and steals and?
I mean, they're button checking, so it could be anybody still. It hasn't been decided yet, but Zangief's a strong character. People like playing him in this game.
Yeah.
Is this a Zangief?
Oh wait, is this a Zangief mirror?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, okay.
What an exciting start to the stream.
Alrighty.
We got black and yellow cheddar grief.
We got Wiz Khalifa and I don't know what the other color is.
This is the red scare.
Oh my goodness, it's time.
A big Zangief ditto. This is going to be a bloody matchup. Both of these guys want the same thing, and it's to murder you as quickly as possible.
Oh, yeah, we're already tuning me into EX command grab. You know what time it is.
First neutral opening of the set.
Okay.
Catches them trying to jump out of the pressure, and the round's already over.
Oh, my goodness.
That's all it takes. You got command grab twice and opened up once. GG's, shake my hand.
That's how it goes sometimes, man. That's his character's archetype, you know. Okay, it's gonna be hard for Zangief in particular to also punish that move. You know, a lot of the characters have some decent like mobility options or like.
Zangief has a very interesting neutral in this game. You know, his hurt box is pulled very far back, and he has a lot of really long-reaching buttons, but he has pretty weak movement. Can't always get anything off of his punish counters or with punishes.
Yeah.
You'll see them looking. You'll see Zangief players looking for sweep and stuff instead, just to get a knockdown.
Oh my goodness!
Big drive impact.
That makes sense. Oh.
Goes for the reset instead of finishing the combo. That's going to be a ton of damage. This round can end in a second. But now he puts himself in burnout.
Gets the anti-air though.
Drive impact off the table. Not sure if he could survive even eating a heavy punch. Doesn't need it. Still just going to push through. Next command grab is death.
Oh.
Oh, just barely alive, the Pixel. These are both characters that are one hit away from death. Don't let these health totals kill you.
Okay, chip damage no longer on the table for a little bit here.
Big overhead.
Oh, and they got the landing there. They
and they catches it.
Alrighty, watch the cutscene.
Oh, we got some overhead stuff going on.
I feel like you about
that. Excuse me, everybody.
Is that Thea? Took it right.
Looks like we're going back to mode select. Maybe a character switch. What's that?
Tournament setting? Oh.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
I
don't know. I mean,
it doesn't probably worth changing, but we can do it between sets. You guys should go ahead and just finish yours out and focus up.
I'm honestly not sure what that means.
Tournament mode just has it kicks you out after you play a best of 3, kind of like Strive ranked.
So you don't see the scores like resetting or like stacking on top of each other for like keeping track.
Exactly.
That makes sense. Okay.
Sometimes can be useful, but people forget to back all the way out, and it's messy.
Alright, so looks like we're gonna have a character swap going over to Ryu now.
That's right. Definitely a bit of a switch from Freestyle Ghost, hoping to find a little bit more luck on this character. I think this might be more of a main. I saw him laughing and dancing with his friends when he picked up Zangief. But this is a spooky matchup too. Zangief's kind of built to fight these Shodos, even with their fireballs and their zoning and keep away options.
Yeah, one thing that's nice about Street Fighter 6 in particular is how you have the parry now as the universal mechanic. A character that struggles typically with zoning, like say Zangief, now has the ability to, at a system level, kind of have anti-fireball.
It's true. It's a lot like FADC in previous games.
Oh, but being able to dodge the parries, being able to dodge or deal with the parries there with these neutral jumps, baiting them out.
True. Freestyle Ghost doing a really great job at just playing the game that you traditionally want to play against Zangief as Ryu.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, but the round could end in a split second now.
Oh, the chip out is scary now.
This is a really tough position.
Bains the fireball, and this time it connects.
Very close chip out situation. Very tense. But that's going to be the first round for Freestyle Ghost. Looks like the Ryu switch is working out for him in this set.
Okay, knee.
Reads the command grab, doesn't quite get the punish, but a sweep will give you a knockdown. And honestly, when you're doing such a good job at keeping your opponent out, that's almost as good sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, throw it into the corner. Ooh, into the DI.
Going for DI resets, that was actually a combo off of the heavy punch.
Oh, yeah, it was, huh? I realized that afterwards. Oh, and then they didn't get the
Still useful to suck away Zangief's meter, for sure. But not quite what he's looking for, and it gives him no chance of getting the corner unblockable. Going for the overhead, just mashing out the lariat. Big man swinging his arms. All right, it's not enough. The Ryu player collects himself, puts out a couple fireballs, and now it's 1-1. It's match point. This could go any way. Curious to see what kind of adaptations Athio makes to try and get through this sort of Ryu wall. Sort of just getting zoned out. Ryu doing a really good job at finding his anti-airs, timing his fireballs so that he's not getting opened up for them. Lots of straight hits coming the way of Athio on Zangief, but nothing solid to set up a command grab or a strike no situation. There we go. He's got Freestyle Ghost jumping, and he's clocked onto that and looking for headbutt now. But it might be just a little too late. All right, a bit of a scrambly situation. That's exactly what Zangief's looking for. Eat this OD SPD.
Okay,
and now Freestyle Ghost looking a little panicky, going for a lot of these donkey kicks, really trying to reestablish space. Oh, and it's going to work out for him. Gets a full confirm off the overhead. This is not going to be enough to kill. Very risky dumping all of the meter.
Oh, I thought that was going to be a grab coming in.
I think it might have been a grab. Standing jab. It is the punch button to hit that command grab.
Oh, wake up
DI.
All right, set point now for them. For some reason, the left side of the score seems to not be updating, but it is 1-1 for you guys watching on the stream.
Oh, another whiffed command grab, but no punish. And the DP whiffs. This is a really good position for Athio. Very scary for Ryu here in the corner. But managed to reestablish. No reaction on the DI. Hashtag relatable. Oh, but the jump back heavy punch. That could have almost been the game. Drops the confirm for the kill, and now he's without any drive gauge. Incredibly terrifying position. And he doesn't care. I'm just going to jump at you and hit level 3. That's the game. He is not surviving this. They're disconnecting the controllers. They know it.
Yeah, they already know it. All right, dude. Okay, so again.
See you later. GG, shake my hand.
Exactly. Oh, sure, if you want to.
Yeah, please do.
I do not play this game. I do not know.
Change match settings. There you go.
Okay, what is going on here with this?
Tragedy.
Where's Clam? Oh yeah, I would look for Clam Shakes, the guy with the green. Okay, let me try to reopen this. Maybe this will fix it. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to see if I can get these scores updated. For some reason, the thing on the side was not updating the scores there. Oh, at least on the left side.
Answering a little bit of technical questions there. Sorry about that. I tried to rep Brad Moon on stream, but it is already too hot for this beautiful jacket.
That is fair.
Big shout outs to Bad Moon. The apparel is really great. High recommends.
Oh, heck yeah. We love it.
Yeah, you're in Colorado, right?
Now waiting on our next stream match. Who do we got next?
Okay,
it's
there we go.
JM Stereo and the winner of the previous match, correct?
I don't know if it's the previous match.
Or not the previous match, but a different match.
Yeah, it was like it was whatever the round 1 was. This was 2-1 for Freestyle Ghost, right?
Correct. No, wait, no,
Athio
won.
Athio. They were on the other side.
Athio won with level 3 super from Zangief.
That's right. So this is going to be JM Stereo in Mezzo.
Mezzo just coming from beating Jack Atlas Red. Jack Atlas, I don't think I've seen this Mezzo player before. Excited to see, maybe they're out of town.
I think Mezzo might also be Colorado. I can check.
That makes sense. I know JM Stereo is one of our strongest locals here in Albuquerque. A very, very competent Street Fighter player.
Let's see. Oh no, they are still Albuquerque. Damn, like. So okay, Mezzo is gonna be also Albuquerque. I'm just saying stuff. Apparently.
It's true. It looks like JM Stereo is gonna be on player 2 side.
Oh, JM's on player 2 side.
Yes, it's just perfect.
Okay, yeah, I got it. Okay, let me move this thing as well. So, yeah, it looks like Uni is over there on Grand Finals reset. So we're going to be holding it down over here in pools on the Badminton channel for Street Fighter 6. I think we'll get through most of this pool, if not all of it, but whenever Uni is done, pretty sure we're going to be sending it a raid over to Inum ISM to finish off the rest of Street Fighter. Because they're going to be going from pools, is it straight to top 16 or top 8? I can't remember.
I think it's 2 pools into top 8.
Oh, it's 2 pools into top 8? Okay.
Yes.
I know second was like pretty big and they did into top 16, so that makes sense. Yeah, because I think, are we doing the your pool starts at 5 asterisk, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
At least
yeah.
according to the schedule.
Yeah. So we're gonna be rocking it down here for as long as we can, as long as we got matches, and then we're gonna be sending it over to Inum ISM in just a bit. But here we are right now. We're gonna have the scores updated and everything. JM Stereo versus Mezzo. All right, another Elena here. Akuma. No, Akuma, that's my guy. I'm gonna be so for real. That's my guy right there. Hard knockdown, already getting the pressure.
I think this
goes for a kick
character
throw.
is really sick. I like Akuma's design in this game. I don't feel like you have 9,000 health when you play him, because you do more damage than everybody else too.
Yeah.
It tends to even out. Already JM Stereo with some really brutal corner offense.
Yeah.
It's exactly what Akuma's known for in this game. Elena just getting smothered. But this could be a back throw incident. Doesn't really have the drive gauge to leverage the resources, so they decide to back up and rebuild for a bit, but it's enough time for Akuma to set up a fireball game and kill you.
Yeah, and I was gonna say it was a really good change there from JM Stereo, recognizing they're already up in this situation. I'm just gonna hold my ground, maybe throw a couple of fireballs. There's no need to overextend when I have this much of a lead.
Exactly. All right, sniffing out the grab reset in the first game. It's very high level awareness.
Oh, another good throw.
JM Stereo definitely looks like he's done his research on this Elena character and is ready to avoid some of these knowledge checks, these kind of early week 2 traps that a character will go for.
Yeah, but as they say that,
it's
slapping
not,
back,
still
Mezzo
finds a perfect KO. It can go so wrong so quickly for Akuma.
Yeah. Let's see, what is the change going to be here? I like this, just walking up, changing their air trajectory with that fireball to come delay it. We saw they went for the dive kick earlier, and now we're going in.
Now we've got the corner offense started, rewarded for their hard work, finding a lot of damage. The next hit will definitely lead to death because of the super. Oh, does not cancel into level 3, but does read the reversal deeply.
And a perfect back-to-back. This game is going back and forth. Oh my goodness.
This is Street Fighter shy. You know, rounds are violent, characters die quickly.
It's true.
You gotta just hold the L on some of these offensive situations.
All right, here we are now again.
Bad read on the wake-up parry. That's going to be a lot of damage onto Elena's side. The drive gauge is looking bad too, whereas JM Stereo is looking really comfortable.
Yeah, heads up with the decision making getting around that fireball with the spin there. Now we're converting this all the way into the corner here. Just holding our ground.
We managed to fight out of the corner with these spin moves, and Elena's starting to get some offense started here. A couple slides, a couple, you've been hit overhead. Yeah. Now your health is gone.
Back in the corner here.
We're back to square one. We're getting throw looped again.
Yeah.
Akuma walks so fast, this character feels like he's on roller skates when you're fighting against him. Very tepid neutral start, both characters trying to bait each other out a little bit, but as JM Stereo finds a punish. Eats a wake-up ODDP for his troubles, and we find ourselves back mid-screen. Lots of these kind of like little kick, pullback, very light tepid neutral from this Elena character so far, kind of adapting, realizing that going for all those spin cancels and the grab wasn't really working out for them.
Yeah.
So instead they're just trying to hold space and win the neutral. It looks like it's working out. They managed to take a round in the last game the same way. Let's see if they can convert this into a full game here.
Okay, fireball though from Akuma converting so much pressure for them already again in the corner. I feel like he's spending so much time in this left corner here on this map.
The corner carry in Street Fighter 6 is so brutal. This is death. You've lost the game if he gets the cancel.
Okay,
he does.
It
only takes one heavy punch in the corner with Akuma level 3 loaded and JM Stereo 2-0. That was a very close shoot game for 2-0. You know, the arena took a round every single time. It really looked like it was a match decided by round start every round.
Yeah, honestly, the classic 2-0 but close kind of situation there. I mean, we saw a lot of perfect from both sides. So
exactly.
Really good for the game.
Offensive pendulum of Street Fighter 6 swings hard.
Yeah, so that's going to be JM Stereo taking it. It looks like we're going to have Pompadour versus Sam Sean up on stream next.
We might have Thunderous G.
Oh, no, we do, yeah. I didn't see this one here. That is correct.
Thunderous G, very, very skilled. DJ main, I believe 1800 master with DJ. Ultimate master, very skilled player.
It looks like Uni just finished up.
Did finally wrap up on the reset. Looks like T-Bub took that. Congratulations to them. Probably going to be moving over to NMISM pretty soon, but I think we got one more set for you guys over here on Bad Moon LLC by the look of things.
That is right. We already have the players setting up.
We've got them sitting down. They're getting ready. That is definitely Thunderous G on the player one side.
Thunderous G on the player one side?
That's my guy, my goat.
Yes, indeed. Now, what character did you say we're going to be seeing likely?
So I'm not familiar with Suplols. I have played a lot of Thunderous G. They're a real grinder in the scene. They're at every bar fights, every local. They play DJ. Very skilled.
Oh, that's right. It was DJ. Yeah. I love watching DJ play because when we talk about like live still cheating, I love live still cheating gameplay, you know, and I feel like when I watch DJ, I don't know what that character is doing.
He really defies the neutral Street Fighter 6 in a lot of ways, you know. He's kind of like, yeah, you can whiff punish me, go ahead, try it, give it a shot.
Exactly.
Come here, I'll get punish countered, I promise.
I promise.
And then crouching heavy punch, crouching heavy punch, crouching medium punch drive rush. Before you know it, 70% of your health out the window.
Exactly. So I know I'm a Cammy player, asterisk, but every time I watch this game and I see DJ, I'm like, you know what, maybe I come back and I play DJ. I'm gonna be so for real.
DJ's a blast. Very fun character. Has secretly a very powerful zoning core as well. One of the best fireballs in the game. One of the most annoying fireballs in the game for the other fireball characters to contest.
Yeah. I imagine a lot of times you almost have to commit a decent amount of resources to deal with. Like if you're going to engage in the fireball war against DJ versus just trying to avoid the fireball, maybe having to spend EX when you don't want to, or give up.
Definitely. Even Guile is often finds himself spending OD Sonic Boom.
And I'll run these two off.
So we're doing this one right now, and then these two. Okay.
I'll run these two off, and then everything here.
We're gonna switch over.
And then we'll stream some movies.
Okay, when are we? So I'm streaming just all this pool is gonna be on maybe stream or?
Yeah, everything's gonna be on because you're running pool one.
Okay, so it's running pool one. Okay, yeah.
And then everything after this one will be.
Okay, so that clears that up. Nice.
Well, it looks like we're gonna be here on Bad Moon LLC for the full pool.
All pool one. It's good to hear. Good to hear. So yeah, we're gonna get you guys, everybody in this pool. You're gonna know who is going to go into top 8, the winner side and loser side of this pool before this stream is done. So aside, you know, be left hanging for a little bit. So yeah, it looks like our players doing the button check. I do see the DJ there loading in.
Definitely the DJ. Thunderous G ready to go. Took this time to tweet out the stream to a couple people.
Exactly. Letting the people know when to go, where to pull up on.
It looks like we're going to be getting Akuma from Suplos. I bet we're going to be seeing a lot of this character in general.
Oh yeah, Akuma?
He's a powerful one. He's a blast to play. I've picked up Akuma, you know. My mother, my sister, my little brother, they've all picked up Akuma.
That's my guy, man. So I'm happy seeing this match. He's just two of the most fun characters I like to watch on stream. So.
It's true. This is a scary matchup for Akuma, though, because this is one of the only characters in the game that is definitely doing above average damage, which means you are dying very above average fast if your name is Akuma. Finding the forward heavy punch, really good neutral so far from Suplos, but burning through their drive gauge fast, and yeah, it only takes one opening from Thunderous G to exploit that. Catches him on burnout, and now this is a really tough situation. You're holding minus frames, you can't mash out of this.
Oh my goodness, oh, but the DI is going to whip.
Jumps out of the DI, gets the lucky whip animation. You love to see that. Great charging during their jump from Thunderous G to catch the flash kick. Still spending level 1. Sublow's determined to win this round by any means necessary.
Oh my goodness,
and it's not going to be enough.
Yeah.
Finds himself without a level 1 going into this next round. Might not be able to build level 3. That could be a big game decider. Thunderous G is definitely going to build level 3 if he gets beat up in this round. And that's going to be a lot of damage on the table.
Right there, using those EX fireballs again and just take space up.
Oh, great. The rare standing heavy kick works out. Akuma now has the corner position. And now you're only 2 throws from dying, which is very scary.
Alright, though.
Really solid, perfect fire to reverse it. We got a back throw incident. This could turn into a back throw incident very quickly. Critical art on the table, level 3.
Oh, didn't catch out.
Burnout! If you get stunned by DJ here, you might die.
This is really rough. Again, DJ's fireball game is so strong, especially when you're in burnout
if you get DI'd, oh my god, jumps out of the corner.
We're spinning it.
My heart.
What?
Oh, but he misses the combo.
Oh
my goodness. Finally found the opening, but just wasn't fast enough on the cancel. Really tough position for Thunderous G, almost bringing back a terrible round. Now finds himself in the opposite position. It's actually Akuma who's going to be building level 3 in this round, while DJ is sitting at a fat goose egg.
Here we go. Oh, the feint into the throw.
It's not going to deter him, though. Finds himself pushing in the corner. You're getting hit by the feint mix. What? Oh, whiff punish.
Oh, my
and
goodness.
a brilliant confirm.
Yeah, that confirm was crazy there. And we're running it right back, so giving them hands.
Yeah, the speed that this stream is going to go, this is going to be the fastest pool of the day. Really slow start, lots of more fireball gaming happening in this round than the previous 2. Both players kind of trying to settle their neutral down a little bit. Both players running out of drive gauge very quickly. We're seeing a lot of orange bars on the screen. Oh, but a good punish counter. Great recognition from Thunderous G to get the corner position. And now this is actually a very bad situation for Akuma. Thunderous's drive gauge is building up so quickly. Oh, but the punish counter. Both these players have really good knowledge of their opponent's character, finding every single minus frame, every single punish counter jab.
There we go.
That was a very bold match. Yeah. Thunderous G was quite minus in that situation. It works out for him, gets the round.
You gotta believe, you know?
That's what you gotta do.
Another good DP there.
The end result screen is not gonna tell you that was a minus match, you know?
Right. Okay, again, using his EX fireballs to take the turn back, trying to push him back into the corner, trying to get some control of this match. The whip DP is going to get punished.
You know, I feel like both characters have been holding their own mid-screen really, really well, but it's Thunderous G who's taking the lead on the drive gauge consistently with the fireballs.
Right.
Level 2 creates an opportunity for Suplos to do the opposite, but Thunderous G, not deterred, ready with the perfect parry. Going for burnout here, probably with the super. This is definitely not going to be enough damage to kill.
This is going to be a rough situation. Oh, EXDP. Okay, we're in burnout here.
Sometimes, you know, if you know you're going to be put into burnout by the pressure sequence, just spend the meter and get back to neutral. Yeah, give yourself a better shot. Now both players are in burnout. DI off the table. The Thunderous G just holding down the neutral with those big swinging buttons. Manages to take the set 2-0.
Yes, indeed.
New Mexico continuing to advance in the bracket.
Yes, indeed. So I'm going to go ahead and Thunderous G, right? Taking
That's
that
2-0 for Thunderous G.
So we're going to keep on, moving on over into stream here. We're going to have Pompadour versus Sam Sean.
That's the one we looked at earlier. Pompadour, a very strong Marissa player. Also, now, with the previous patch, they were playing a lot of Bison. They didn't really believe in Marissa. A lot of people didn't.
Yeah.
She was definitely at her weakest point in the game so far. Now he's been looking back at Marissa. She just got a bunch of new changes with this last Season 3 update. I asked him about it while we were playing friendlies. The one thing he said to me is now she finally has a usable lull.
Usable what?
A usable low
Oh.
after having a garbage low for the entirety of this game's lifestyle.
Yeah.
The worst sweep in the game, bar none. Curious to see if Pompadour goes for that character or if they're locking in today and they're just going to try and murder everybody with mice.
Yeah, this is interesting too because this isn't the top 8 qualifier. The next match is the top 8 qualifier. So I imagine it's like maybe game 1, like or winners like the round 1 matches. Maybe then they break out the Marissa just to see how she's kind of like playing. Maybe then that's going to determine, okay, do I want to go progress into the later stages of the bracket? Am I feeling clean enough with it? Or maybe they're just like all in on just whoever played. Like no questions about it. Like yeah, this is what I'm rocking with. But
it's fun. There's a lot of character and counter pick politics that are very interesting in this game because it's so balanced by the system mechanics, and it can kind of be Showdown Fighter 6 sometimes. There's so many similar characters that it creates so many little intricacies in the counter pick game. You never really know what people are going to decide until they're sitting at the setup.
You guys need ask Chavello or Clams. He's the guy in the green shirt, one of those two.
Clam shirts! Question on stream! Getting a little TO recruited here. Getting some
I see. I think that green thing is still plugged in. I think the green thing from the headset, or the, what's it called, is still plugged in, the speakers from earlier.
Let me just go ahead and getting some audio set up for our players here.
Yeah. Yeah, just getting some audio, because we did, I think we relocated the speakers over to the main stream setup, and so it's pretty loud in here. You guys might be hearing some background audio. The speakers on the monitor, if there are some, is probably going to be drowned out. So
ups and downs of such a large regional. We have so many games here, so many games, so many players. You know, this room at one point, not so long ago, we had Skullgirls, Street Fighter, Super Street Fighter 4, and Uni all running in the same room at the same time. In this building, you can also walk down the way a little bit and find Ultimate, Rivals, and everything still running. It's a packed venue.
You know, I love to see all these people coming out for games and whatnot. Albuquerque, Mexico Gaming, it's out here. Man.
Come out here, you know, it's a blast to be in the scene. We got great food.
Oh yeah, the food truck, low-key, I'm about to get another burrito. That burrito was like hefty, dude. It was chunky, boy.
I went to a Vietnamese deli on my way here. Coda Bakery. I cannot recommend that place with more of my soul. $10 for a foot-long banh mi on Bread They Bake and Store. Are you kidding me? Dab me up. We are getting the Marissa from Pompadour. I love to see that. I love this character. I think she's so fun to watch.
Here we go.
So many disadvantages, so many weaknesses in neutral, and she doesn't care. She's just going to maul you exactly like this.
We're put in the corner.
7 seconds into the round. Jury is down to half health. Anything can happen here. But they're fighting their way out of the corner. They're establishing some space, using those giant kick normals that Jury is known for to fight back. And now they're finding the screen shift a little bit in their favor. Some really aggressive jumping play from Pompadour and just shoving the offense as hard as he can.
Exactly. Are you going to be put into a burnout state, though, here? It's going to be difficult to deal with.
Yeah, that swing happened quickly. Went for a couple OD special moves, got perfect parried once, and then before you know it, you're one-blocked normal from burnout. It's you have to be very careful with your drive gauge in this game, and you have to be extra careful with your drive gauge against this character, Jerry.
Yeah.
Now, this isn't going to be enough damage to kill, but this will lead to a powerful mix-up.
Oh, my goodness. We're like one hit away. Oh, that chip.
The chip damage is unreal on this character, Marissa. That could have gone south very, very fast, even on a block screen. Great reactions from Sam Sean to push out through that Superman punch. That is a much harder reaction than it looks.
Okay, nice CP too. It's talking about reactions. They've been reacting really well. Oh my goodness.
Finding the drive impact, very ready for this character, Marissa. Definitely not having a bit of a knowledge problem like many people I think would these days. Oh, but finds the punish counter. That's what she's looking for every second of the match. This is going to be a ton of damage, and this character freely gets to throw you all the way into the corner. Very powerful advantage to her. Standing medium kick, forward punch. Oh, and a perfect parry. Players have gotten so good at perfect parrying jump in Street Fighter 6. You almost have to do empty land throw on your first jump in just to present the option. It's kind of overwhelming.
Yeah, looks like we're going back to character select screen here, kind of taking a moment.
I believe we might be seeing some Master Bison on the screen. It's true.
Yeah. Again, this is still 1st and 2 right now, so this character swap, you're going to be locked into them for the rest of this set here.
You know, I think Pomodor's ready for that. They play this character a lot. I think they have a little bit more faith in this character than they do Marissa. I mean, I can't blame them. This character is undoubtedly very, very powerful.
I like this willing a little walking block, trying to take up some space.
You could instantly see a difference in energy for the neutral. Both players much more scared of one another now than they were in game 1. Oh, and good reactions on the drive impact. This is going to put your drive gauge in a terrible position, and you're going to have a bomb on you.
Okay, good
great backdash. Finding his way out of the mine. Got a quick visit from Martillo here. All right. Good combo, good conversion from Jury. There's so much corner carry on this character. Every time she lands anything, you're going to find yourself on the other side of the stage. This is going to be enough damage to kill, going for level 1 for the finish. Very nice.
Yeah, there it is. Okay.
And now this is match point for Sam Sean. I believe this would be an upset.
Let's see it. Are we going to get it, or are we going to go to that game 3, the fabled game 3? Look at the confidence coming up from Sam Sean here, just doing a dash up jab just to say, hey, I'm taking this face up. You got to show me that I can't have it.
Pompadour kind of struggling to react to some of these situations Jerry is presenting. Not really catching the drive impacts, and a huge whiff punish. Going for the fake Shui engine confirm. You know, you don't really see fake Shui stuff from Juries. As cool of a special move as it is, it's only the elite Juries who actually know these combos. And a very slick confirm to reset the situation. Clocks Pompadour mashing, hears it in the background, and is able to just take the punish carry. What a fast 2-0. It can happen to you. This game, Street Fighter 6, is brutal.
Oh, I see.
Set it up so it does the automatic score.
Okay. So is it not tournament again? Okay. Hold on. Let me check here right quick.
Are we hopping over to a different stream setup? Is that what he's saying?
No.
Okay.
We are, they were just talking about some, the automatic score thing over on the Street Fighter thing setting up. I think it was like showing up like the numbers or whatever behind it. Yeah, so I was wondering because I was trying to like, I was looking on the scoreboard. I was like, why is that popping up like that? I just, okay, that makes sense.
All these tournament settings kind of messing up the game a little bit. It's funny, I think this happens often with fighting games. You know, they release a tournament mode and then it explicitly makes tournaments more difficult in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Because people want to counter pick, people want to back out and come in. Sometimes the game needs to be restarted in the middle of a set. There's so many little like random things that can happen that tournament modes just don't account for in my experience.
So,
a little unfortunate. Just remember when you're watching these sets, keep an eye on the cactus for the score. These ones with the green and the purple and the pink, the orange at the top of your screen, the Sandia Showdown overlay. The built-in Street Fighter overlay is misleading us.
Sam Sean took that 2-0. So now we're going to be having Raven is Raw. Raven is Raw versus Parker Zazan. We saw Parker Zazan on stream earlier.
They're continuing to climb through bracket. This is qualifying, not quite a top 8 qualifier.
Getting closer though, it's right before that.
Yeah, the next match after this is winners quarterfinals if they win. And they're going to be up against Raven is Raw. Now, Raven is Raw is a Texas player. They're one of the higher seeds at this tournament. I'm not super familiar with their play, but I know they're legit. This should be set up for a very, very fun game. And I know that Parker Zazan is playing Elena, so I'm curious to see how all of these kind of higher level players answer against the newbie, the new kid on the block, Elena. She presents so many different options. There's not really another character in Street Fighter 6 like her right now. It's a very interesting kind of lab dynamic.
All right, so we're gonna see. Okay, so did I get the names? I see they swapped the sides.
I believe so. I got Parker Zazan on player 1 side by my eyes.
Oh yeah. Is Parker on player 1 side, right? Parker 1? Okay.
Parker is on player 1 side.
Yeah, okay.
Just switch him over. No problem.
There we go.
I'm curious to see who Raven is Raw is playing.
Alrighty. I'm just doing little button checks here, making sure everybody's buttons are good. Getting this further.
This test settings menu is a lifesaver. More games should have this. Keep us from having to go into the go into the match for no reason.
See, my thing though, low key, I like doing that so I can show off tech. I still go into the match and just like show my opponent, yeah, I can do this like hard. I don't even play it.
Okay, I'm guilty of that too in like some other games. But like, there's only so much styling you can do without hitting your opponent. I think unless you're playing like Viper or something.
Yeah.
It looks like it's gonna be Luke. I have a lot of fear for this character, Luke, man.
Look at the guy, man.
He's easy to sleep on. People have kind of like really slacked on him since season 1 when he was a god character, but do not sleep on this character. He still has one of the best fireballs in the game. Incredible conversion potential. Ways to get you in the corner from any hit on screen. Really dangerous, powerful character.
Both players showing each other a lot of respect here in this mid-range and finally going to get a punish counter and take this all the way. Unfortunately dropped, and now the situation is reversed into Raven's favor here.
This is kind of your worst case scenario when you do a drive rush and then you don't get the offense from it or you get reversed, because now you are down so much drive gauge. And if there's one thing Street Fighter 6 is known for, drive gauge is more important than your health bar.
Yeah, a lot of times.
I think we're all ready to just say that outright.
Yeah, I'm looking at the situation here. Wake up.
Sure enough.
No you didn't have the
means you're gonna lose the round.
Yeah, you didn't have the meter.
Even with the offense, even with the plus frames, you're at a disadvantage if you're in burnout. You just don't have the same ability to answer your opponent's options.
Alrighty.
Right. Raven is raw, really focused on trying to find that crouching medium kick or crouching medium punch with punish. Really good read on the ODDP. Now this round is in a devastating position for Elena. You're going to be down drive gauge, you're going to be down health, you're in the corner. You got hit by a strive combo.
Oh my goodness, wake up
Already
button.
trying to swing out, but Raven is raw, not getting knowledge check, interrupts the target combo with crouching medium punch and gets a full confirm.
Oh, tried to go for a throw off the perfect parry, but was maybe a little bit
so
too
ready,
easy. Yeah.
so prepared. This is exactly what I was hoping to see. What's this?
Oh, sure.
3 Red Bulls
Free
at
Red
my
Bull. Shout
tournament?
out Red Bull. Let's go. Big dogs. Big dogs. When it comes over, I'll put it on him.
What you got? I got white peach. Watermelon?
What's
I
that?
think I got original too. I think I'll do the white peach. I think I'm good. We just got free Red Bull. I love Sandia Showdown.
That's what I'm saying. Alrighty. We're back into the game here. The cross-up going to hit.
Misses the confirm on the charged heat knuckle. This is going to hurt his damage in his corner carry a little bit. Now we're back to mid-screen instead. Not sure if there's anything you can do to punish that Elena normal. The spacing that puts you out is brutal.
Okay, the button here. Walk up more buttons.
Going for these little jab checks. This is where a lot of the offense in Street Fighter 6 is played. You're doing jab, jab, walk up throw, or walk up jab again, and your opponent might have to interrupt, or maybe they hold it. It seems like a really small mix-up, but it's actually such a large part of the offense of this game because of how powerful throw and parry are.
Yeah, and this crouching heavy punch is just going, or the spec heavy punch is going crazy for Luke here. I mean, that anti-air.
Raven is raw is solid as a rock in this matchup.
Yeah,
not letting Elena get through, not getting gimmicked by any silly dance shenanigans. Always ready on the interrupt. Phenomenal reactions left and right.
Okay.
Parker's still fighting for position. Gets the punish counter on the throw. That means that they did a wake-up parry. We're trying to catch something. Oh, but the full meter dump. Is this enough to kill? And he doesn't. He drops the heat knuckle. Terrifying situation for Luke. Oh, but it doesn't matter.
That is going to be 2-0 for Raven is raw.
That's one of the most fun things about Street Fighter. When somebody does the big meter dump combo and drops it, everybody holds their breath.
It's true.
You can just feel the tension in the room.
So yes, they are going to be moving on to the top 8 qualifier for Street Fighter 6, their pool. Again, this is going to be pulled into top 8. So I'm actually curious. Let me see how many people from. It's got to be 4 people from each pool that get to make it out. So I'm assuming 2 winners and 2 losers. Yeah. Or no, 2 winners and 2 losers. Okay, yeah. Because this person, okay, they don't make it out if you lose. So you go down.
Our winners qualifier match is going to be Jam Stereo versus Sam Sean, and then Raven is Raw versus Thunderous G. 4 players we've already seen. You can't, when you're the top seed, they put you on stream and you make it farther.
It's true.
It seems to keep happening.
So we're gonna have probably Jam, Stereo, and Sam Sean up on stream now. We'll go ahead and get these names changed. Jam, Stereo. Don't know who's gonna be on what side, but I'm just gonna go ahead and buffer the option, you know. Also,
You
again,
can be comfortable knowing that this is going to be
Rebel. It's gonna be what?
We didn't just flash it on stream, right?
Oh yeah.
I think we can be confident that this is going to be Luke versus Akuma. We're entering Showdown Fire 6 territory, or as I like to call it, top 8.
I need to see some DJ though. I need to see more DJ at top 8, man. Where's the DJ that? We saw one earlier.
I would also like to see Thunderous hit top 8. Such a talented player, works really hard. I see Thunderous grinding 24/7. Online tournaments, every single bar fights. That's not who's coming up to the stream right now. Instead, it looks like we're going to have Sam Shaw versus Parker versus JM Stereo first.
Yeah, both players are already voting and whatnot, getting their controllers in. So
Where's Sam Sean playing? This is the were they also on Elena? No, they were on Jury.
They were the jury, yeah. Because they beat
Akuma Jury, 2 Psycho users.
Yeah, they beat Bison and Marissa from Pompadour. So yeah, definitely gonna be interesting to see how this match ends up playing out.
I agree.
Again, top 8 qualifiers here. Winner side. Not sure if we're going into a little bit later going to be doing loser side top 8 qualifiers. I imagine that we are.
We'll be doing some loser side on stream just to get ourselves set up for top 8. You
Yeah.
gotta get at least the qualifiers on stream, right?
Yeah, and we have a decent amount of time too. So
we're running ahead of schedule. Street Fighter 6 is a bloody game. It has a tendency to do that.
Yes, indeed.
Even with low setups. This is not Dragon Ball Fighters. There are no 300-second rounds. That does not happen around these parts.
This is true.
You might get a timeout if Guile is on screen. That's about the extent of it.
Yeah. Yeah, and like you mentioned too before, like how the drive gauge, like just so important. Sometimes you can be up around and have a decent amount of health advantage, but you just get a little too greedy. You know, maybe I'm gonna EX Fireball here and I put myself in burnout. Oh my goodness.
Now it's over.
Oh my goodness. What did you do? What did you do?
Getting shredded.
Bloodbath indeed. This game can be crazy. Now the flip side of that, you know, sometimes just going for meter dumps, getting the kill. I don't care about my meter if I'm gonna kill. It's like screw it, you know. That's like the duality
That's
of it.
definitely the duality, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why drive gauge is such an interesting resource, because you have to make that snap decision, right? You hit your opponent with a punish counter at 50, 60 as health. Do I have it? Do I not have it? Do I go for it? Do I just do one drive rush and save some of my drive gauge in case it doesn't kill? So many decisions have to be made so quickly with your meter, and it creates all these emergent situations that Street Fighter 6 I think is known for at this point.
Yeah, exactly. And it looks like we're going to be going straight into
It's
it.
true. These are two characters that love to dump their drive gauge. I think we're going to be seeing like a 3-4 minute set here, honestly. Jury Akuma, these are both very combo, pressure-heavy characters, lots of plus normals, lots of powerful offense, lots of big damage combos. Very, very terrifying. I think the neutral will be a big part of this game because Jury probably outranges Akuma pretty considerably with some of these big normals, but the walk speed from Akuma is devastating.
I was going to say, we're already seeing right there, James Stereo walking up, trying to take up space against Jury here. Just
So
kind of
confident with the character. I think that's where a lot of Akumas go wrong. They're like, I'm scared of dying. I don't want to die with my 9,000 health, so I'm going to play chill. That's not really what you should do on this character. He's got all these murder options. He's got all this powerful plus frames, all these spacing traps.
Yeah. It's okay to play chill if you're looking for information, but right now, look at this. Like a deep beat to get off me.
Stereo,
Show me.
You know, this is the guy who's about to hit top 8 possibly, and he's running at you. He's trying to kill. But it's actually Sam Sean with a pretty evened up health situation in corner position. When you remember that Akuma only has 9k, these are actually pretty similar health values, but what a shimmy. The way this character can just dance back and forth. All right, it's round 1. Very close round 1, I think, despite the health gauge might have looked like Akuma was at about half health, but that round could have ended either way very quickly.
Exactly. Okay, trying to change the timing with the fireball, but the DP is going to be big enough to hit anyways. And
one of the few DPs that can consistently catch Wake Up Fireball like that. Really good anti-air on the Demon Flip.
Yeah.
That Demon Flip chop is such a powerful option for Akuma in this game.
But there's going to be so much damage here.
This is a good meter dump. This is a crouching medium kick starter, which nerfs the damage quite a bit. This would have been much more devastating with a corner hit. Wake up critical art. This is a billion damage on Akuma, more than half your health gone in an instant.
Oh, yeah.
Check out this situation. Look at the health totals. Akuma could lose in one hit here.
It's true. We have decent drive gauge options too. Oh, but
and now
in
burnout.
We've
That's
said
it. That's
so
the round.
many times. They can
Oh
just
my
flip
goodness.
on a dime
If you
just
have
like that.
a pixel, but your opponent's in burnout, you might be winning that round.
It happens so many times, man. You gotta be careful.
Great whip punish, catching the grab. Good reactions from Sanshan. Turning this into a really scary situation for JM Stereo. Neither character with any super meter. Drive gauge looking pretty even, but health not looking even at all.
Not at all. I like that fireball just to take a space and we immediately walk forward and try to catch them walking back with a crouching medium kick. Not going to be enough though.
Blocks both the medium punches and gets hit with the punish counter grab. Devastating. Maybe could have gone for a combo into drive impact to get the burnout there, but pushing the offense even in burnout himself. Gets a punish counter grab on a parry that put you in burnout. That's not fair.
Super.
And this time he reads the super.
Oh man, what a crazy back and forth game there.
You already could see so much player-to-player adaptation in just those 3 rounds.
Yeah.
I mean, the most simple example is Sam Shaw landing the reversal critical art in round 2, building a full 3 bars of super in the next round and a half, and then getting his reversal super blocked on the next runaround.
Yeah, exactly. And we're also seeing right now, I like how Sam Shaw is just being so content holding space, just holding down back in the neutral here, and rather than...
I feel like JM Stereo kind of caught on guard with that and walked it back to the corner a little bit, but perfect parries can save you from any situation if you've got the timing down, and that's exactly what Sam Shaw does to escape.
Okay, you're in the vortex now. Good tech throw.
I find that the player who's grabbing your parries more often is often the one winning the set. This was a greedy DI though, and might prove me wrong.
Okay.
To be put in burnout very quickly. Tests the DI reaction.
Unfortunately dropped.
That combo could have been the kill.
Oh,
and now it's
and
actually OTTE. This jury player not happy to hold offense. You know, I will do those reversals. You gotta hold this mix-up even when I'm face down on the ground.
Okay, takes the corner carry.
Oh, this is a huge punish. Has the reaction with the 5 frame. This is gonna be so much damage.
Yeah,
Optimal jury combo with a punish counter starter on Akuma. Yeah, shake my hand.
Okay, just going for the shimmy. I love the delay tech there, though.
Really good reaction from JM Stereo. If you don't play Street Fighter, you have no idea how hard it is to survive that situation. How hard it is to pull off what he did.
With the wake up crouching.
And that's the counter to it. Wake up, crouching, medium kick. You catch them walking backwards, you tap the toes, and the round is over.
Exactly. Okay, this has been going back and forth. Again, this is now set point for both players.
It's true. So much player-to-player adaptation. Dashes underneath the wake-up fireball. Again, mid-roll ads.
Mid-roll ad is happening on the other stream, which is kind of unfortunate. They're playing right here, though, so if everyone turns their directions to this side, the people...
They can still watch the set. They can see JM Stereo with this disgusting corner blender. DP trades with the wake-up fireball. You hate to see that happen, and it kills Jury. The thing people complain about on the internet when they're talking about trading with fireball.
Yeah. Here goes the pressure.
Every single one of those standing medium punches by Jury is +2, and when they do it out of drive gauge, it's even more plus. You have to hold a strike throw every single time you see that land on block.
All right, here we go. Goes the pressure.
Great mash. Finds the way through the plus frames, but JM Stereo not to be deterred. The rare demon step command grab suddenly puts us in a very tight situation. Can die in one hit. I think Jury has to send the meter. And this is going to be the round. This is still not a bad situation for JM Stereo, though. This is kind of what you're looking to do. Quite often in Street Fighter 6, force your opponent to spend that level 3 super meter early, prematurely, so that they don't have it when they need it. And now it's Akuma who has the 60 damage combo sitting in their pocket, not Jerry.
Indeed. All right, final round here. This is set point for both players.
Drive rush, a lot of early drive rush. If JM Stereo doesn't get any offense from this could be devastating for his drive gauge. And sure enough, antsy to escape the block situation because he recognizes the exact same thing, catches a hit for his troubles. Good parry on the drive impact, though, is going to keep him in this round. Still dumping that meter, still not afraid. And he gets the overhead on the third try. That's tenacity, that's determination.
Is that insanity as well?
It might be.
That is belief.
You'll have to ask the jury player after the set.
Okay, wake up DP though, gonna get them out the corner.
Very tight situation, match point. Don't forget, whoever wins this situation wins the match. And it's gonna be JM Stereo down to the wire.
Absolutely.
What a set. And we're not even in top 8 yet.
Yeah, that was a qualifier.
That was a qualifier.
Oh man, what a crazy set. That means this top 8 is going to be super exhilarating to watch. Oh my goodness, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh my god, the matches, I've been staring at the bracket for the last 2 days. These matches look insane. We've got so many strong players in New Mexico now, and we got so many strong players coming from Colorado and Arizona and Texas. It's an exciting top 8. We got Hokuto from Mexico.
Oh yeah, I saw them earlier in, or no, I didn't. I thought they were in, what's it called, Fatal Fury, but it was a different player, similar tag. But yeah, so a lot of, yeah.
The Strive champion. I got them confused too.
Well, actually, no, there's another person who goes, I think, Hotaku or something like that. There's another one. There's a Fatal Fury player that has another tag.
Japanese sounding H names.
So
that can get tricky.
Yeah. Either way, though, like you're saying, a lot of great matches coming up. Another top 8 qualifier here. We're gonna have Raven is Law versus Thunderous. I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, Thunderous G.
Raven is Raw. We just saw Hold the Fort versus versus Parker Zaz and Elena.
Yeah.
They were playing Luke for that. I don't know a single Luke player who does not have secondaries. I wouldn't be surprised if we see one pulled out here, but I think we're going to get a Showdown fight regardless. It should be a pretty back and forth, straightforward fight.
Yeah. They're going to be really fun to see. Again, yeah, like you were saying earlier, we saw some really good gameplay from both of these players. Obviously, that DJ coming through. You know, I'm hyped. So.
I love to see DJ. DJ versus Shodos is some of the most fun Street Fighter 6 action you can get.
Yeah. Especially as far as, again, like we're talking about the Fireball War, the Fireball gameplay and whatnot, with Luke having like Sandblast, which isn't like a traditional kind of Fireball. It's like very quickly just like it's almost like an extended punch. Seeing how that's going to interact with like DJs, the Saints and whatnot, is going to be pretty interesting.
See, that's the thing. It is going to trade unfavorably if DJ does the level 2 Fireball, but Luke has, in my opinion, probably the best OD Fireball in the game. It travels the screen as fast as it can. It's so quick. And there's so much end lag on double Fireball, he'd consistently be able to use that on reaction.
Yeah, exactly.
Finding the jump in, did not expect it to hit, went for grab, and is actually going to put himself in a worse situation for it. Catches a couple fireballs in a corner position for their trouble. Has to ODDP to reverse the situation, and now we end up with a really tight mid-screen situation. Drive gauge looking very low for Thunderous G. What a clutch perfect parry to keep their drive gauge alive, but it's not enough to win the round.
Yeah.
That's Thunderous G, not giving up on the fight until the absolute last second. Always fighting in burnout, always trying to perfect parry to keep their drive gauge. Really high level mentality. Going for a fun little strike throw, double reset there into drive rush DI. It is so hard to block some of this stuff. Now you got to block this mix.
Oh my goodness, it's so tricky.
Mix again. The same mix up.
Alright, EXTP just to get out. Escapes
the situation. Thunderous G does not have a lot of drive gauge here. This could definitely go south for him. Critical art in the pocket for Luke. A stun could be devastating.
I like how they
Thunderous
weren't
G recognizes it and is trying to mash out, but it's not enough. It's actually Raven is Raw is going to find themselves in burnout. Does not go for the super.
Yeah,
I respect it. I think they might have been planning to just say, hey, I'm going to save it for round 3. unless I get a clean hit that I know is going to kill. And as a result, this is the scariest situation in Street Fighter 6, man, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Both characters having level 3, it feels like nuclear negotiations.
It's true.
Not trying to get topical here on stream, but it gets spooky.
Who's gonna bite first? Oh, there
Oh,
goes
and it's the overhead, the flip kick that's actually going to give the situation. Oh, but he drops. That cannot have been an intentional
perfect
punish.
parry. Oh, but it didn't connect.
Does not net him a punish on the
This is
ground
so
instead
scary.
of an awkward air hit.
This is so scary now.
Oh my
Drive gauge
goodness.
slowly building back
Stun
up.
would definitely lead to death. A jump in would definitely lead
Oh,
to
with
death.
the DP.
But he's ready with the flash kick.
Thunderous G.
So solid from Thunderous
Taking
G.
that.
That had to be a terrifying situation. I'm sure the heart was pumping, but they held their own. They kept the flash kick ready.
Yeah, definitely. All right, and this again, top 8 qualifier, Thunderous G. You're definitely, if you're Thunderous G, you're
trying
probably
to
going
punch
to clean
that
this up.
ticket.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to go this to a game 3 if you don't have to. But if it's anything like that last game, man, this has been going down to the wire. All right,
Oh,
yeah.
and there's that EX Fireball finally coming out in game 2, like I mentioned earlier. So powerful at piercing through DJ zoning. It's actually going to put, despite spending 2 bars of drive gauge to do it, it's actually looped with a huge drive gauge lead as a result.
Oh my goodness, the
power
mix.
punish
What
counter.
game are we
Oh
playing?
my
Left,
goodness.
right, overhead? What game is this?
This is Street Fighter 6, my friend.
Oh my goodness. And that is going to take the round
If this were
already.
Strive, the combo would reset to mid-screen.
Already.
Still got to sit in the corner.
Raven is raw, clapping back and trying to take this to a game 3, so this is
Making
not going to
some
be
really
free.
clean adaptions, finding good counter hits. Oh, but Thunderous G always ready with the anti-air, so solid. Doesn't find it there though on 2 jumps in a row, right as I'm saying, a commentator's curse. Instead finds a perfect parry to reverse the situation and get that sweet
Go
corner
for-
double fireball. Thunderous G is so good at this pressure. I don't see a lot of other DJs attack you in the corner the way he does, and it's hard to deal with. He catches me on a lot of throws. He catches a lot of overheads. Brilliant jump in, really having a sense for his opponent's rhythm there.
Another good DP, just extending this pressure from one corner to the other, but the crouching kick going
What
to
a
give it
whiff
to
punish.
Oh my goodness.
You know how hard it is to whiff punish
Oh
this
my
character, DJ,
goodness.
like that.
Oh, what a confirm as well. Gonna spin the
Crouching
meter,
medium
yeah.
punch.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
you're gonna dump the meter on that. In that situation, you're spinning the meter for that.
It's true.
Alrighty, 1-1 here.
That's putting us into a match point situation. Who's punching that ticket? Both these players want it. You can really see it in the gameplay.
And the fireball war again.
Thunderous trying to adapt, trying to slow down the game. I don't want to fight you anymore. Hold my fireballs. But finding an OD fireball for his troubles consistently.
Okay, wake up DV for yourself. He just goes back to neutral with
Goes
that
for the
drive.
parry option select and gets underneath the jump as a result. Brilliant sway to get the whiff punish. Going for level 1 to get more drive gauge damage. Really clever play.
Oh, that DP's gonna whip.
But
It's
does
gonna be
not
so much.
auto-correct on the
Oh,
DP.
you know what the setup?
Now we're
Oh my
getting
goodness.
hit by that strive crap. You're getting throw looped. What's going on here? Great
Oh.
backdash to survive the situation, but still minus after backdashing throw in Street Fighter 6.
Does another throw. You're in anything kills here type of territory.
Terrifying situation for Thunderous G. Not so terrifying for Raven is Raw, but
Oh, but
finding
you are in
themselves
burnout, though. So wait, all of a
this
sudden,
changes everything.
You can't EX Fireball here to go through this. You're going to have to figure out a way in. The DP's going to connect.
Thunderous ready with the anti-air.
Oh,
Oh, scary situation.
another DP. EX
EX Fireball.
Range
Oh,
shift range.
man, I
Another
can't
EX
even
Fireball.
commentate.
Who's in-
My heart.
Oh,
Oh, my goodness,
my goodness. The Fireball is going to go through it.
What
Down
a way
to
for it to
the
end.
wire.
This
You
is
can-
as tight as it comes, folks.
Yeah, and you hear the crowd also reacting to this match. I mean, these
Same
top 8
situation as
qualifiers
the
are
last
insane.
round. Raven is Raw taking an early lead, but Thunderous G fighting his way out with brilliant neutral, getting a whiff punish with crouching heavy punch. That's going to be a lot of damage, and the corner side switch. Now Luke finds himself in the corner with less drive gauge.
Oh,
But
gotta go for Mig.
uncomfortable, kind of an awkward jump in. Doesn't really work out in Thunderous's favor.
Oh, they
Dumps
burnt
all
out.
their meter.
They're
The
also in corner
aggression.
now. This is such a scary
This
situation.
is a terrible
Oh,
situation.
boy.
I don't think Raven is Raw is going to go for the kill here.
Yeah, you want to keep your meter if you want to go to another round here. Yeah, now
Instead,
you can
opting
get
to
the kill.
keep level 3 for the final round.
Oh
Going
my
in with a
goodness.
pretty sizable super meter advantage, but I think Thunderous is still going to be able to build level 3 by the time this round's over.
Yeah, it depends on how they want to play it. They want to slow it down a little bit. We're seeing it right now. They're just holding down back, probably trying to say,
They've
yeah, I
been
do want that
comfortable
level 3.
fireball zoning since game 1, it seems.
Okay, gonna be getting
Great
level 2
whip punish
here.
from Raven as Raw going to find crouching medium punch into super. Not really sure if this is the route to go for it.
Maybe
Still
some
a lot
early
of
damage.
drive
You know, they're
gauge,
gonna
still
build.
a lot.
You're gonna build this meter back at least for maybe a level 1.
It's true. I am a
so-
fan of leveraging the advantage you have. Trying to kill Thunderous G before
Oh!
he can build level
They
3.
did-
Oh, but
they
he's just
did
going to
not-
use level 2. I don't need level 3.
Okay.
Level 3 who? Level 3 what? I'm just going to put you in the corner.
Oh, this is so
And
scary.
we're going to start dancing. Oh,
Another
what an
anti-air.
anti-air.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
but
very
the
well
jump in
set.
catches it, and that's
then-
it.
Oh, my
What
goodness.
a tense set.
Raven is raw. Going to clutch that one out. What a crazy top 8.
Oh my god. Not even in
Qualifier,
top
man.
8. These are qualifiers. And they are
Oh my
coming
goodness.
down to the wire. Can't wait to see what these top 8 sets look like. It looks like we are going to have, from this side of the bracket, from Pool 1, our winner's match in top 8 will be JM Stereo. Raven is Raw. You can look forward to watching that at about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock Central, or Mountain Time when we get top 8 going. For now, we're going to get some losers matches on the stream to find out who's going to join those two talented players in our top 8 before going loaded up for pool number 2.
Yeah, and it looks like we're going to have African Thunder versus Parker Zazin.
Oh, this is an interesting matchup. African Thunder, very skilled, pretty much like the definition of an Albuquerque veteran, right?
Yeah.
African Thunder has been entering. When I was 14, I went to a tournament called Albuquerque in Albuquerque at Gamers Anonymous. African Thunder was there, and he
Heck
was
yeah.
winning Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Heck yeah. I remember
That was
yeah.
over 10 years ago. Still a member of the scene, still playing regularly. Entered in probably more games than anybody else at this event.
It's always hype to see. I mean, that's what the FGC is about, man. We're here to play games, and you know, why stop, man? The
It's true.
freaking the games are coming
If you're
out.
still
They're fun.
having
The
fun,
scenes
the
here.
games are good. We're in the platinum area. This is the worst time to quit, best time to get into fighting games.
I'm saying.
There's
Resurgence of the
only
versus.
more big
era?
fighting games coming.
Versus
When
fighters
we have
back
the
in time.
3 biggest ones in history going right now. It's immense.
It's true. So it looks like African Thunder is going to be on player 2 side.
African Thunder typically playing Chun-Li, very strong Chun-Li main. Chun-Li Elena, kind of an interesting matchup. Chun-Li, a little bit of one of those solid, I just want to zone you out DPU characters, but pretty, what's the word for it, sneaky with her offense.
We
you
lie
know?
and steal and cheat.
Suddenly you get you'll see a lot of that standing medium punch. Look out for that move from African Thunder during out this set. We already know what to look out for from Parker Zazin. Very consistent with all of this Elena stuff.
Yeah.
Testing everybody with the newest character in the game already.
Okay, I like this from
There's the
African
medium
Thunder.
punch.
Yeah, just already checking themselves out of the corner, but now going to be hit instead, taking a decent amount of damage. Imagine, yeah, I was going to say, we're
Seeing a
just going to see
pretty
a reset.
mashy game 1 so far, and that's going to work out for Parker Zazin's favor much more than Thunder's.
Yeah. Some
We'll
early
see how
hit-
he adapts. Maybe slows it down, tries to catch some more crouching medium punches.
Okay, a lot of
Okay,
pressure
going
here.
for his offense. African Thunder, a huge fan of the 50-50 with the stance. Pretty much the reason he plays this character, I believe.
All right, EXCB going to get them their turn back here. And we're just checking in neutral, trying to control this mid-spacing here, just really contesting it.
Consistently finding the anti-airs, finding the fireballs on hit, that's hard to do. Drive rush doesn't really work out for him though, and that's going to put him at a pretty big drive gauge deficit, and he's leaning towards the corner. I don't know. He looks like he's winning this round, but if you look a little closer, this is scary.
Yeah.
This is spooky stuff going on
big
for African
counter
Thunder,
hit.
and this is where it could really turn around. Oh, ready with the overhead.
Yeah, we're just going to jump the
Level
meter
3,
here.
is that going to be enough?
I think
I
it might
have no
be
idea
on
what
a
Elena's
pixel
starter
or something.
scaling looks like. I'm sorry, crowd.
Yeah,
It's
on a
not going to
pixel,
be
yeah.
enough.
Oh, but the drive rush in is just going to take it.
Still has the offensive situation afterwards. Uses drive rush to leverage it. Would have been tough to reversal out of that. You would have put yourself in burnout. I understand the hesitation from African Thunder.
Okay, I like
Great
the
neutral, finding the spacing trap with the crouching medium kick into fireball. You don't see a lot of that in this version of Street Fighter. I feel like when I started playing 10 years ago, that was the core of Street Fighter, right? Crouching medium kick fireball. Now it's all about that drive rush.
Yeah, crouching medium kick drive rush is taking over,
This is exactly why. You put your opponent in burnout so early with this drive rush pressure. Now you're doing the Sozansen step in.
This check here with Chun-Li, really good neutral
Plus
poke here.
frames all over the place, but this is not going to kill. This is just going to put her in the corner situation. Elena's going to be getting out of burnout much faster than Chun-Li.
Next hit though.
What a
it's
brilliant,
on it, yeah.
brilliant option select to get himself a mix-up while also accounting for the ODDP.
Yeah, exactly. Here we go. Throws, back throws, putting them towards the corner here. Again, just controlling his mid-range
Looks
here.
like these some really strong adaptions from African Thunder in this game, holding down the neutral much more consistently. Going for parry on some of these spin checks from Elena now, doesn't want to get hit by overheads like last round.
Also seems like they're creating more space between them, but as I say that, the space is being taken up with this combo.
The mix is really overhead throw, it's not overhead low in this game.
Yeah. Alrighty, let's see. This is the set point here. African Thunder needs to call this one back. Good throw. This is how you get it started.
Finds punish counter throw on the drive rush. That's pretty ideal because you're getting a lot of your meter back while doing damage to your opponents. It can be really risky to go for drive rush throw a lot of the time due to the drive gauge swing.
And we're seeing here, this is what I was talking about earlier, African Thunder kind of keeping more space between them and their opponent now this time around, rather than just directly controlling that mid-range.
Consistently resetting the neutral off of throw instead of going for offense. Not really looking for that overhead mix-up like they were previously. Very quick to ODDP out of the corner. Does not want to hold the situation.
Does not connect.
Oh, but very greedy.
Closest
Greed
drive
in
gauge
every
is so close.
direction. Tension in every other direction.
Fireball gonna connect.
Trying to walk up and find the medium punch.
We're
Trying
one
to
hit
find
away.
the mix-up. African Thunder looking a little bit shaky here, but with no super meter,
Oh,
no burnout. Oh,
it's just enough.
I was just about to say it's going to be hard to find the kill.
Oh,
The Parker
my
Zazen with
goodness.
a reset. Safe jumping through the ODDP.
Wow.
Really
What
tough
a
situation
game.
to survive. What a game.
That's
This Elena
crazy.
character, you know, throw in a lot of stuff. I'm sure African Thunder expected that ODDP to work, saw his opponent in an animation, didn't think it was going to go across him.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do? That's the tricky part about having a tournament so shortly after the release of a new character.
Yeah.
If you didn't take the time to spend 4 hours labbing in training mode, tell yourself, yeah, I'm probably going to run into an Elena, I should be ready. Kind of on you. It's unfortunate, but that's the way it goes.
Exactly. So up next, is this going to be Butsuri and Pompadour? Is this what I'm saying? Or?
Sir and Pompadour, this is a legacy matchup. These guys play each other a lot.
Okay.
And they have played each other in tournament a lot. This will be Luke versus Marissa, most likely. But as we've seen, Pompadour willing to bring out the Bison when things aren't really looking so good with the Queen of Greece, the Queen of Pancration herself.
Here. Take a look. Okay, yeah. And so we are getting closer to rounding out this
Closer
pool.
to top 8, that's
Yeah.
right. Sam Sean, that match by Parker Zazen set himself to play against Sam Sean.
Yeah.
That'll be the qualifier for top 8 losers.
Yeah, that's going to be a
This
qualifier
match
there.
will play Thunderous G for the qualifier on the other side of the bracket.
Exactly. And I'm trying to see, did either of these players already play Thunderous G? I thought maybe they did run into
I
them.
believe so, maybe, but Suri.
No, okay, I'm getting it
This
mixed
is
up.
actually
No,
a rematch. If you go up in the bracket, it looks like Batsuri was eliminated by Pompadour.
Oh, really?
Oh, put into losers by James Stereo.
Okay. We're just yapping.
We're just yapping.
We just yapping.
Either way, these players play each other very often. They have a pretty good idea of what their opponent wants to go for. This is a New Mexico Classic. Should be exciting to watch.
And we're seeing the Marissa actually come out for game 1 here.
Pompadour loves Marissa. He will almost always at least give her a try. I think in an ideal world, he would play this character almost exclusively over Bison, but maybe just having some trouble. This character, you know, you watch Capcom Cup from last season and everybody was hating on this character.
Yeah.
Worst in the game, no hope, doesn't function. The things I heard people saying about Marissa in season 2 were nuts.
here we go. Nice throw tech. Life lead supposedly in the favor of Butchery here, but we know what can happen with Marissa.
This does not get the confirm. I think that was an intentional reset. The frame kill into the grab. Probably realized that super punch wouldn't work and was trying to trick his opponent. Oh, catches a jump, misses the anti-air. This is going to be a great position for Luke early on in the round. Great mash out of the tick throw. Definitely going for jab, walk up, throw there. And that is never a plus. You're going to have to take a risk to do that.
It's
that's punish counterable.
I think it might be like stream, like Wi-Fi. Oh, yeah, Chevelle is doing something.
Good old target combo. Pick up into the super. This is a lot of damage for Pompadour.
It was good.
Guaranteed corner position. Strike throw for your life. Oh, does not react to the perfect parry and gets the grab. Instead, a bit of a scrambly situation coming from the forward heavy punch. No whiff punish, still no actual kill. Pompadour sort of struggling to find the offense. And it's Mitsuri who finds a critical arc for his troubles. Not quite enough to kill because of the weaker starter, but this is a pixel. This is one touch for both players' territory, and the whiffed grab gets Mitsuri the win.
Yeah,
and we go straight to character select from Pompadour. Grade 1 down plus A.
Yeah.
Are we going to see the switch, though?
It's crazy.
Instead, opting to just take a breather, get back to the loading screen, but still sticking it out with Marissa. A pretty big decision since this is now commitment for the rest of the set. If he wins this game, he'll be stuck Marissa game 3 as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say these games are so lightning fast, man. Like Street Fighter is, you know, the quote-unquote prestige game, whatever, right? But I mean, when you have pressure going on, when you have like just the rate of decisions that you're having to take into account about the drive gauge, about the meter, things go by so quick. So just taking a second to breathe might work out for them here. Let's see as they
I'm a big
fight out
fan
of
of
the
the
corner.
return to character select in this game. There's so many decisions to make. You don't want to try to force yourself to make them all in the actual arena.
Yeah, exactly.
Pompadour finding Mitsuri and burnout, like sort of struggling to get actual meaningful pressure started for it. Mitsuri able to escape with his life and with a huge drive gauge lead. See if he can convert that into a round. DP is a great place to start, but it's not enough. Really clever timing on the drive rush. Finds a whiff punish on the knee.
Alrighty here, tries to drive rush in and get an early pressure started. Not
That's
gonna
the
be
change
bad, though.
right there. That was the buff. That low can lead into a confirm where
Oh,
previously couldn't. Only from drive rush, of course.
I see.
Can't have any of the non-cancelable crouching medium kick characters have too much fun.
Alrighty, just trying to swing out of here. More drive rush
Going
pressure.
for really safe drive rush pressure, just keeping the jab. Establishing that you got to block against me so they can go for the throw later. Throw is a very important part of Marissa's offense because she has the command throw to really enforce strike throw in a different way.
Oh no,
Doesn't get the cancel into level 3, and we have a very scary back throw incident building here.
Okay.
Pompadour a little too greedy to cash in on it, gets the jump in for his troubles, and we're going to match point for Mitsuri. Both characters with level 3, there are nukes in the pocket.
See here.
Knockdown for Pompadour. Oh, but he drops the combo. That back heavy punch could have led into the world for Marissa.
Oh,
and the punish counter on the command grab for extra damage. Now you're in a life or death situation.
Too
far for the medium punch. Oh man, that's gotta hurt. They just buffed this. They just changed my character so this wouldn't happen.
Give them more.
The
All
pain.
right, here it goes. On the, sun starts.
Tomahawk grab gets broken. Pompadour ready.
Okay, just fighting this mid-range, electing for some fireballs here. We're going to drive rush to get in, though.
Any straight hit into level 3 will instantly result in death. So Pompadour being pretty pushy with his decision making, really trying to create an opening, but not going to work out for him. Finds himself in burnout, finds himself at a huge drive gauge disadvantage, kind of getting killed over here, but survives the burnout miraculously. And now this round could go either way. Very chaotic position.
Oh, no anti-air,
Lots
the
of
throw.
jump in. It's hard to anti-air this character, Luke, when he's just dashing
Oh,
in like that. Oh, and in an attempt to break the... I am 90% sure he was just trying to burn.
No, it was all
throw
intentional.
break.
No.
It was just
intentional.
attack
Intentional.
attempt.
That was tech. No, it was
But
intentional.
Surya was a little too plus and got a whipped throw.
That was intentional, 100%.
That can happen when you do a drive rush into normal into drive rush. You get so many plus frames from the combination of the two drive rushes that it throws off your timings. Oh, crouching medium punch into the scoop. That's going to be a lot of damage.
EXDP.
But Surrey first to escape, but look at this meter situation. And now you're in the corner. Command grab on punish counter means you lose almost all of your bar.
Oh,
what are you supposed to
low.
do in this position? Even if you block there, he's going to do jab, jab, Superman punch, and you're going to die on chip.
Exactly. All right, now set point here for Pompadour all of a sudden. But this one all the way back.
Turning it around, crawling back from the abyss to try and take out his good friend Batsuri, knock him into loser's bracket, knock him out of loser's bracket.
All right, he's kicked
Crazy
here.
forward medium kick. Pompadour really trying to play neutral now, swinging out some big buttons, baiting these drive rushes from Batsuri pretty well.
It looks really hard to whip punish that move, so we just really are contesting that mid-range because if we get the hit,
This is it.
oh
This is
man, we're
going to
gonna
kill.
cash in. No shot at kills.
Doesn't go for
Does
the,
it?
no, he didn't do an optimal
Okay,
combo.
okay.
He could have gotten a little bit more damage here with dash up back heavy punch.
Oh my
Superman
goodness,
punch.
wait.
Did he die anyway?
Oh my goodness, no.
goodness.
And then it is the same way as
What
the
a
last
tight
one.
game. I have no doubt in my
Oh
mind
my
Marissa could
goodness.
have killed on that confirmed. Back
it
heavy
doesn't- it
punch,
wouldn't
OD
surprise me.
Superman punch, gotcha medium punch, Spartan kick, super.
Exactly. So Pompadour holding it down, going to be having a set versus Thunderous G in just a moment as a top 8 qualifier.
Another New Mexico classic, two players who have played each other more times than they want to, I believe.
Indeed.
I see a lot of moans and groans when they run into each other at bar fights.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both playing, they have a similar play style. They both play really violent, crash you down quickly characters.
Yeah.
Where Thunderous G maybe a little bit more solid, a little bit more willing to throw the fireball than Pompadour, who just wants to kill you, frankly. Neither of the characters he plays has a fireball. That's not a coincidence.
Yeah. I mean, speaking though of top 8 qualifiers, we have a top 8 qualifier right here that we're going to see. Is Sam Sean versus Parker Zasman.
Two non-NM players.
And make sure I have everybody's names, put this as sponsors and everything lined up correctly.
Parker Zasman is Colorado. Not sure where Sam Sean is, but he's not Albuquerque. Let's see, does he got it on his Stark GG profile? Doing some high-level
they are. Well, maybe they just don't come out to bar fights too much. Maybe this is maybe one of their first brackets, you know. Maybe this is, they saw that this big bracket was happening, like, oh, this is local, I didn't know there were fighting games or like a scene out here, you know.
Maybe he's entered 50 tournaments and then screwed here.
Maybe. Yeah,
Always a possibility.
Well, you know, sometimes though, when there are these, you know, bigger brackets like this, there's more publicity around them and whatnot. You get to say, oh, there's this like huge event. There's like almost 300 people here. Like, I didn't know that this was even happening like next to me. Like, I've been living here for like forever, how long, right? So, definitely.
Curious to see how this works out. We are going to see some more Jury versus Elena, two characters with baggy pants and funny kick normals.
That is true, huh?
Not really a better way to play. Hopefully Elena has baggy pants in this match. She can choose to have none.
Well, you know how it is.
You know how it is.
We've seen a lot of matches that go down to the wire here. Let's see, how many? Yeah, I was gonna say how many game 5s here.
Truly a bracket that could have gone a completely different way. You know.
Yeah.
A couple like you change. Maybe you make it so that every head flip in this universe is a tails or something, and suddenly we are in a completely different bracket.
It's so true. It's so true.
It's been so tight every match, every round.
And alrighty, yes, we are indeed getting the Jury versus Elena here.
A little bit of a screen freeze. Hopefully that picks back up. Alright, how will these characters approach round start? Jury just trying to put out some fireballs, get feng shui charges. Really defensive. Elena also being pretty defensive, respecting those big Jury normals, not trying to stick out and fight as much as she was during some of the other opponents Parker has ran into.
Okay, again, just holding
Definitely
it
a different approach to the matchup. I wonder if Parker Zazin has some thoughts about this character, Jury. Oh, but pairing the DI is going to completely reverse the situation. He was seconds from burnout.
There's YouTube as well if you need. That doesn't have. I don't think YouTube has ads.
Finds a drive beat. Finds the drive impact and burnout this time though. That's going to get round one for Sam Sean. Please excuse us. We got some technical conversations going on between me and some RTOs. I'll try to hold down the fort while they're busy. Lots of DI swinging from Sam Sean. I wonder if they're trying to set up some conditioning with that, what they're planning to, try to bait out certain responses or convince Parker Zazin to not swing big buttons in neutral quite as much as they would otherwise. An interesting approach early on. I don't remember them going for quite this much DI in their other sets. In this round, it's going to find them in a very bad situation. They spent the majority of this round in the corner, fighting for their life, and they did not survive. Already on to round 3. I think it has been less than a minute, probably 45 seconds for these first 2 rounds of the game. Curious to see what round 3 goes. Big early opening for Elena. This is exactly what Parker Zazin's looking for. Kick you in the face from about round start distance. Drive impact you when you freak out. What a whiff punish on such a slow normal. Jury looking a little confused here. It's what tends to happen with this character after a couple of her leg swings get whiff punished. The neutral can get really scary and iffy. Instead opting to go for a lot of dashing into plus buttons, kind of shrinking the range a bit after getting punished like that. This is going to be another level 2. I think it should be just enough to kill. Oh no, really strong scaling on that. Now Parker digging deep for the opening, and it's going to get him a lot of damage in return.
Yes, indeed.
This evens up the round almost instantaneously due to the critical art.
Especially the burnout as well.
With burnout on the table, exactly, this next opening could be the round for Sam. If you block anything, you're incredibly minus versus this character, Jury. Really clever use of the OD fireball, and that nets the round win. What a comeback from Sam Sean there. Was looking pretty sketched out in that round 3. Was losing the neutral pretty consistently, but just holds it together, blocks him out a couple times, and now finds themselves in a pretty significant lead. Oh, doesn't quite react to the perfects, checks the jab instead, but still manages to maintain the corner position. What's the mix-up from the crouching to standing medium punch plus frames? Throw. We do it again. This time, just going to keep hitting that medium punch button. Put your opponent in burnout in the corner. Great position for Sam Sean. And look, this is that conditioning paying off. Went for so much DI in the first 3 rounds, and then just stalled it. Kept hold for so long. I think I could see Parker trying to buffer, and then only when he was least expecting it, finally throws it out for the stun. Oh, here comes some of this Feng Shui stuff. We saw this from Sam Sean earlier rounds. Really labbed out with this. What's the mix-up? Overhead low. And catches the low.
And they're really trying to run away with this, but the parry is going to get their turn back.
Really strong parry and defense from Parker Zazin. Very, very cool and interactive that this character gets a side switch so easily. Goodness.
Hey man, dab me up.
Dab me up. Constantly putting his opponent in the corner on every single swing of momentum. Oh, but he reads the drive reversal. This is a huge swing in momentum. Getting a block drive reversal.
Oh, I was just about to say the reversal level 3 is so important now that you're in burnout. It's going to connect here.
This should take the round, but put Sam Shaw in a great position for the next round. 0 meter on Elena's side. Absolutely forced to throw it out.
Oh, we're playing aggressive off round start here.
Pretty low meter on the Jury's side too at second glance. But meter builds really quickly. If anybody's going to build a level 3 in this round, it's probably the Jury.
Yeah,
but they might not even need it. They're just mauling the Elena in the corner with their buttons. I don't need a super.
Oh, just a walk-up button though. So confident here.
Walking his way out of the corner, just fighting after the previous. Oh, and this will be it. He has the level 3, builds it on the last hit of the combo.
Yes,
I was not scoping that out. Really great awareness from Sam Sean, utilizing every resource down to the pixel.
Yes,
that's what it takes to get a ticket punched into top 8, baby.
Yes, indeed, definitely. So
that's exactly what Sam Sean finds himself. That leads us to one more match. My God, this pool blew by, bro.
It did.
These
It's a
were close
bloodbath.
matches, too.
Yeah.
2-1, 2-1, 2-1,
There's a lot of
2-1.
2-1s out here,
Doesn't
man.
matter. I've only been sitting here for like an hour.
Yeah, we'll have some time to warm up before your pool starts at
For sure.
5:30 or 5 o'clock, right? Is?
Goodness, I'll probably be out of the said pool by 5:15. I won't even have done that bad. 4-2, and it'll have taken me 25 minutes.
Yeah, this game can be a bloodbath, and I'm sure this next match is going to be the same. We're going to have Pompadour versus Thunderous G.
Oh yeah, this will be a bloodbath without a doubt. I don't expect a round to ever see 4 in the tens digits. Unless Thunderous G starts really throwing out fireballs against Marissa, but that can be a bit of a tricky approach to the character, you know.
Yeah.
Superman punch skips past the fireball, and then you just explode. The round ends very, very quickly from there
Yeah,
if you get punish
exactly.
countered. So definitely curious to see how both players approach this matchup with those things in mind. I think you can expect Pompadour to actually maybe even start Bison in this one. I know they've played so many times.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming at this point we're just going straight into Marissa, right? So Marissa's
Definitely
been...
feeling more love for this character in this patch.
Yeah.
Feeling more confidence that they can pull it off with her.
So
That's
we're
something
gonna
I like to see. I love seeing a confident player playing their favorite character.
see- Yeah, exactly. It's going to be Marissa into the DJ, and I think the players are already ready to go into it. Like,
These might, without exaggeration, be the 2 highest damage characters on punish counter.
I wouldn't shock me.
It's like these 2 and then one of Akuma starters in the corner specifically.
Oh, we
but-
do not care about Fireball.
Oh, and Bison, the other Pompadour character, of course. Pompadour just flying in, no fear
Yeah.
for the fireball,
Oh,
no fear of
man.
the anti-air, just approaching. Gets a punish counter throw for missing his meaty. Oh, really smart whiff punish on the Spartan kick by Thunderous is actually going to put him in a pretty decent position to win the round if he doesn't drop a combo, but that's exactly what happens.
Very aggressive gameplay. So far from Pompadour. I mean, we just said
Yeah.
you have to respect me, okay?
That's one word for what just happened. My goodness. Double EX Spartan punch to start the round. Just trying to murder their opponent.
I'm saying, we were talking about being a bloodbath. I mean, even I didn't see these options.
Not quite working out for them yet.
Oh,
But the tomahawk
comes
a
the
little
throw.
too early on the parry for Thunderous. Thunderous not really finding his rhythm in this set so far. Looking a little uncomfortable, and yeah, it's going to result in a pretty fast game 1. Hey, we did not see a 4 in that 10th
didn't see
digit.
a 4.
We did not see a 4 in that
We
10th
did
digit.
not.
Oh,
All right, more
punish
pressure
counter
here.
forward heavy punch is a devastating thing to get hit by. 36 damage for no drive gauge usage. No other character does that.
Yeah.
And now you're dying.
Oh my
The round is
goodness.
almost
This
over.
is just
Next
so
touch. There is an
aggressive.
8 in the tens digits. We
Okay.
have not even passed 20 seconds. We just got there and the round's almost over. But this could still swing around violently. Look at this drive gauge position. Pompadour's built some space.
All right.
Thunderous G is finding his openings all of a sudden.
Trying to fight out of the corner, but meets them in the
But
air.
what a read from Pompadour. That's something that only happens between 2 players who have played each other 50 times.
All right. Oh, great DP
This is
there
it.
from
This
Thunderous
matchup
G.
is a fixture in the top 8 of bar fights.
Oh, just barely gets caught there. Okay.
Thunderous G really struggling to find a
Oh.
position on screen. Forced to just mash out level 2. Anything to get some breathing room and to get a chance to play the video game. And that's exactly what he's going to get here. Marissa, not known for surviving these corner pressure situations. For how strong her offense is, she has some of the worst defensive options in the game. A really laughable anti-air. Has to rely on armor frames instead of invincibility for reversals. Tricky situation. Pompadour doesn't care. Fights his way right out of the
Oh my
corner.
goodness, this is so
Pushes
scary
him
now.
all the way across. Thunderous G
Wrong.
just looking so uncomfortable. Walking himself back into the corner, back and forth. Still ready to fight though, not giving up on this round until the very last second. Doesn't get the confirm from the EX fireball.
I smell
Maybe wasn't
shenanigans.
expecting it to actually beat the
I
super
smell
punch.
shenanigans.
Oh, terrible. Is this
Wait,
gonna
is it
chip?
gonna chip?
Oh
No,
my
not enough to
goodness!
chip.
A pixel! The calculations were off. The arithmetic was wrong.
Okay, here it is.
And now we're on match point.
trying
Pompadour with no super meter here. That's a very important fixture in the set, especially if he's spending his drive gauge this aggressively this early. Could easily find himself in a reversal situation. And look, Thunderous G spending OD meter, targeting that drive gauge, saying, I know you have to block this. You don't have reversals. You don't have the armor to escape all of these DJ hits.
Put themselves in burnout, though.
But I do have this fist. I have these hands to escape the situation. I can punch you. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Good GP from Thunderous. Oh, my goodness.
Pompadour just continuously, I'm going to fight out. I'm not going to block. I'm going to punch you. We have to fight, and you're going to lose. It's Pompadour punching their ticket into top 8. 2-0 over Thunderous G. I believe that matchup has not gone in his favor the last couple times they play. So very impressive stuff from Pompadour.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
You probably did not expect to see a Marissa in top 8 today. So
good
on him. Only brought out Bison once, didn't work out for him, stuck it out with the character he loves, and is rewarded with a position in top 8. And that's going to be the end of Pool 1. Bro, what happened?
We got, like I said, man, it was a bloodbath. It was a
bloodbath. It smells of flesh in here. It was stinky, it was briny, it was violent. That's what Street Fighter 6 is, man.
Exactly.
What a pool. We're going to start setting up for Pool 2 now. We still have a whole nother set of players. We still have like 5 more top seeds that haven't even played on stream. We haven't seen Biscan yet. We haven't seen Hakuto Manan yet. We haven't seen Legend. We haven't seen Gator. There's so many matches to look forward to. Stay tuned in for Pool 2. You might see me on stream rocking that Guile.
Exactly.
It's going to be a good time.
So all those players are going to be over on the NM ISM channel, which we are going to be raiding to you guys right now. So stay here in this chat. You're going to see the raid, and we're going to be sending it over to NM ISM. So as always, Isley holding it down with good old D-Rock.
Pleasure. I had a blast commentating this game.
Alrighty, so I'm going to start the raid right here. You guys will not have to go anywhere at all to get more Street Fighter 6 gameplay. Raid is happening now. I'm clicking to start raid. So, everybody, thank you for hanging out with us. And Sandia Showdown 2025. We're
out here. We're playing.
Game.
It's been a great event, and I'm curious to see how it ends up.
Yes,
thanks for coming through.
We'll see you guys.